Welcome to Age's Whisper. Today we're diving into one of history's most transformative and controversial figures, Amenhotep IV, the pharaoh who shook the foundations of ancient Egypt. His reign wasn't just a chapter in history, it was a seismic shift that redefined religion, art, and power itself. Picture this. It's around 1353 BCE. Egypt, a civilization basking in the glory of its gods and traditions, is at its zenith. The pharaoh is considered the living embodiment of Ma'at, order and balance. But then comes Amenhotep IV, and he challenges it all. Why? Let's unravel his story, the dawn of a new era. When Amenhotep IV ascended the throne, he inherited a kingdom steeped in centuries of polytheistic worship. The gods of Egypt were everywhere, from the towering temples of Karnak to the humble amulets carried by farmers. Chief among these gods was Amun, whose cult dominated religious and political life. Amun's priests were immensely powerful, rivaling even the pharaoh himself. But Amenhotep IV saw something different. He envisioned a singular divine entity, Aten, the sun disk. Aten wasn't just a god, it was the source of all life, the ultimate giver of energy. For Amenhotep, Aten transcended the human-like personas of traditional deities. And so, he took a step that no pharaoh had dared before. He declared Aten the supreme and only god, the revolutionary city. As part of his devotion, Amenhotep IV changed his name to Akhenaten, meaning servant of Aten. But his transformation didn't stop there. He abandoned the grand temples of Thebes and built a new capital, Akhenaten, known today as Amarna. This city wasn't just a physical location. It was a statement, a bold declaration of independence from the old order. Akhenaten was unlike anything Egypt had ever seen. Its architecture reflected Akhenaten's revolutionary vision. Temples were open to the sky, symbolizing Aten's omnipresence. The city buzzed with new art, vibrant and dynamic, showcasing the pharaoh in intimate human moments with his family. Gone were the rigid and idealized depictions of kings. Akhenaten's artists embraced realism, even portraying his unusual features: elongated face, wide hips, and a soft belly. Was it a medical condition, or was it symbolic of divine otherness? The debate continues. The fallout. But revolutions come at a cost. Akhenaten's radical shift alienated the powerful priesthood of Amun. The people, too, struggled to adapt. Traditional gods weren't just religious symbols. They were deeply embedded in daily life. Farmers prayed to Osiris for a bountiful harvest, sailors to Sobek for safe passage. How could Aten, a distant and abstract deity, replace such tangible connections? Economically, Egypt also faltered. Akhenaten's intense focus on religion diverted resources from military campaigns and foreign diplomacy. Egypt's enemies grew bolder, and its borders less secure. The end of the revolution. After 17 years, Akhenaten's reign ended, and with it, his grand experiment. His successors, notably Tutankhamun, sought to erase his legacy. Akhenaten was abandoned, its temples dismantled, and the traditional gods restored. The priests of Amun regained their influence, and Akhenaten's name was smeared as a heretic. Yet, despite their efforts, Akhenaten's story endured. Historians and archaeologists have pieced together his extraordinary journey, reminding us that history is rarely black and white. Was he a visionary ahead of his time, or a misguided dreamer? Perhaps both. Closing thoughts. As we close today's journey, let's reflect on Akhenaten's legacy. His revolution may have failed in his lifetime, but it sparked a conversation that echoes through history. It challenges us to question tradition, to seek new perspectives, and to embrace change, even when it's uncomfortable. Thank you for joining me on Age's Whisper. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and share. Until next time, keep listening to the whispers of the past They have much to teach us.